This call is now being recorded.
I will be solving examination problems, right? 123, 126 problem number. Generally, this kind of questions will be asked for 5 to 6 marks. Okay, right? Yeah. One examination problem is said like this: y of t is equal to, given the system, 2x of t plus 10. Check the following system for static or dynamic. Static or dynamic. Linear or non-linear. Third one, time variant or time invariant. Fourth one, causal or non-causal. And fifth one, stable or unstable. Okay, right. So these 5 properties you should check it, and this was asked for 5 marks. So most of the times the question will be asked for 5 to 6 marks or 7 marks maximum, not more than that. Very rarely we found it for 10 marks. Okay, majority of the time it is 5 to 7 marks. What is the static and dynamic? We have not discussed this. Actually, this is memory or memoryless. Memoryless. Okay, right. What is the static? Static is nothing but this depends only, output depends only on the present value of the input. It's not depending on future or past. That is, memoryless system is nothing but static. Static is nothing but memoryless. And dynamic is nothing but memory system. Check for one by one. First one, y of t is the check for the, okay, what is that we have? Y of t is equal to what? 2 into x of t plus 10. When you see this one, you no need to give the values and check it. See that output at any instant depends on present only, no? X of t is there. If we don't have x of t minus 2 or t plus 2, something t minus t not, something like that, if it is there, it is depends on the future or past value. Now, it depends only on what? Present value. Because if you put 2, this depends on the 2 only. X of y of 2 is depending upon x of 2 only. So therefore, what is that you can say? So it is a memoryless system. System. No need to show it, and you should give the reason because it is a half mark only. Half mark or maximum 1 mark. Memoryless system because output depends only on memoryless or static system. Depends only on present value. Present value of input. Input. Second one, linear or non-linear, right? Linearity, you should check it. So how to check it? Linearity. Let x of t is equal to x1 of t. Therefore, y1 of t is equal to 2 into x1 of t plus 10. Let x of t is equal to x2 of t. Therefore, y2 of t is equal to 2 into x2 of t plus 10. Y dash of t is equal to, y dash of t is equal to, add both of them, 2x1 of t plus 10 plus 2x2 of t plus 10. Simplify this. So 2 into x1 of t plus x2 of t, 10 plus 10 is 20. Call this as equation number 1. Now let us take x of t is equal to, miss, this is the sum of the response when they're acting individually. Now, response when both of them are acting simultaneously. Response is output y of t. Okay. X of t is, now both of them are acting simultaneously. X1 of t plus x2 of t. Therefore, y double dash of t is equal to 2 into, you substitute in this equation. X of t plus you put x1 of t plus x2 of t and you put 10 as it is. Call this as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, what is that you get it? y dash of t is not equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is non-linear because they are not equal. The meaning of this one is the response when acting, both of them are acting simultaneously, is not equal to the response when they're acting individually. Some of the responses when they're not acting individually. That's what the statement is, right? Third one, what is that? He said time variant. Time variant or time invariant, he said. So how to check that one? So now what you should do? Replace t by t minus t naught. Y dash of t is equal to y dash of t is equal to what? 2 into x of replace t by t minus t naught. T minus t naught plus 10. Replace x of t by x of t minus t naught. What is this one? First one, the response when they're acting. What is that? This is the response due to response at the output, response at the instant t minus t naught, or output at the instant t minus t naught. Next, replacing x of t by x of t minus t naught means what? Response due to the input at the instant x of t minus t naught. Therefore, y double dash of t is equal to 2 into replace x of t by x of t minus t naught. X of t minus t naught. Call this as equation number 2. 1. From 1 and 2, what is that we have? From 1 and 2, we can say that y dash of t is not equal to, is equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is time invariant. So invariant means it is not depending. It is constant, time invariant. Many places we come across this kind of wordings. So invariance means what? It is not time invariant means what? It is not varying with respect to time. Okay. Fourth one. So, sir, what is the use of this one practically? You may ask him this question. Let us say I have a designed an amplifier, RC coupled amplifier, let us say today, whose gain is equal to 10. Let us say after 100 years, someone is using the same amplifier you have designed, and after 10 years also, its gain is 10. Then we say the time invariant. If it is varying means what? If today gain is 10, after 10 years for the same design, you are getting gain as 8 means what? Is time variant. So that means your electronic system, what you have designed by our electronics engineer, should give the same response for even after 100 years also. That's what the meaning of time invariant. So time invariant, that means your system design should not keep on changing itself by as the time changes. That's what the meaning of time invariant. But practically it varies because of the wear and tear will be there, and the components will, because of the aging of the components, the response may vary, or rusting, or voltage variations, or PCB design problems, soldering, dry soldering. Many reasons may be there in your PCB or system design. But ultimately, what will happen is it will vary. But your aim is to what? You should design. Let us say you are designing a system for a satellite, some amplifier for video amplifier, audio amplifier, or something like picture, something like the image amplification, something like that. If you have designed that, let us say the satellite is taking the photograph for 7 years, 8 years in the space. After 10 years, also it should, the response should change. If it is changing means you cannot go and repair there. So what we are saying is we need an engineers who can design the stable system or time invariant system, and even if it works for 100 years, that response or a system response or will not change. That's what the reason why we study this time invariance property. Okay, let us move on to the next one, causality. Okay, y of t is equal to what? 2 into x of t plus 10. Let us say if you put t is equal to 2, y of 2 is equal to 2 into x of 2. It depends on present value only. It is not depends on the future value. Hence, system is non-causal. System is causal. System is causal. System is causal because output, according to the causality property, what is that we said? Causality says that output at any instant should not depend on future value of the input. So system is causal because output does not depends on future value of the input. Future value of the input. The last one, stability. Stability. So what you can write for this? So stability, we'll have to check it. So what do you mean by stability? For a bounded input, you should get the bounded output. Let us bound the input. Let us bound the input. Input. So let us bound the input means what? Magnitude of x of bound the input means finite. So what is that I am doing? I am first I am finitizing the input. Magnitude of x of t is less than or equal to mx, which is less than infinity. Magnitude of x of t means what? M of x. Mx we said, which is less than infinity means what? Finite. That means input is finite. Now you check for output. Whether if it is output is finite as the t tends to infinity, then the system is stable, we said. Okay. Magnitude of y of t is equal to magnitude of less than or equal to magnitude of 2 into magnitude of x of t plus magnitude of 10. Less than or equal to magnitude of 2 is 2. Magnitude of x of t is mx plus 10. Mx is finite, 2 is finite, 10 is finite. Therefore, all of them are finite, which is less than infinity. Even if t tends to infinity also, it remains same because we don't have t term at all. So therefore, system is what? System is stable. So that's it. 5 marks for this. Okay. Now let us go for one more problem. So this is also an examination problem. So y of n is equal to cos of omega naught n. Cos of omega naught n into x of n. Sorry, x of n into cos of omega naught n. Let us bound the input. So first one, check for all the properties. Okay, first itself is memoryless, static or dynamic. So what is that we have? It is depends on the present value only. It is not depends on the future or past because it is we have only x of n. So therefore, what is that you can say that system is what? Memoryless. System is memoryless because output does not depends on or output depends only on present value of the input. Memoryless or static we can call it as, because he said in the question itself, he said check whether it is static or not. So these are the two questions which are asked in the same exam. Generally they used to ask two questions in each and every what is that paper. Two questions, check for the following properties, they said, for 10 marks. Sometimes they'll ask for 6 marks only for a portion. All the properties they may not ask. Check for linearity, causality, and memoryless. Only 3 properties. Then 3 marks or 4 marks. 3 marks, 6 marks question they'll ask. That means don't think that always all the 5 questions will be asked. Very rarely they'll ask only one property. But majority of the papers they'll ask 3 to 5 properties. Okay. Next. So that is first property. Second one what we have is linearity. I'll check it. Linearity. What is that we have? Let x of t is let x of n is equal to x1 of n. Magnitude of y of n is equal to let x of n is equal to x1 of n. Therefore, y1 of n is equal to x1 of n into cos omega n. Let x of n is equal to x2 of n. y2 of n is equal to x2 of n into cos omega n. Y dash of n is equal to what? Add them. x1 of n into cos omega n plus x2 of n into cos omega n. Okay. Y dash of n is equal to you take x y cos omega n outside, x1 of n plus x2 of n into cos omega n. All this is equation number 1. Now let x of n is equal to x1 of n plus x2 of n. Then y double dash of n is equal to what? Y double dash of n is nothing but equal to, substitute in this equation. X of n is nothing but x1 of n plus x2 of n into cos omega n. Okay, right? In place of x of n, I have put x1 of. Now, when you see these two, what is that we have? Y dash of n is equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, system is non-linear. Okay, right. So, second property we got it as linearity. In that linearity, we got it. System is what? Linear, it's not non-linear. Sorry. Linear. Next, we go for time invariance property. Time invariance property is what? Replace n by what? N minus n naught. Y dash of n is equal to what? Y dash of n is equal to x of n minus n naught into cos of omega naught into n minus n naught. Omega naught into cos of omega naught n minus n naught we have. All this is equation number 1. Replace x of n is equal to x of n by x of n minus n naught. Y double dash of n is equal to what? X of n minus n naught into cos omega n. Call this as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, y dash of n is not equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, this time variant. Our system is time variant. See, the last problem is time invariant. This one is time invariant. Last one is time invariant. This is time variant. So that's what you can understand from this, right? So you can compare with the previous problem. Okay. Fourth one is causality, stability. Causality. Okay, right. Causality. But once again, what is that we have? Y of n is equal to x of n into cos omega naught n now, or omega n or omega naught n. Both are the same. Doesn't matter. Okay. Omega naught n. If it is omega naught n, you put omega n. Doesn't matter. Okay. So now what is that we have is causality. So output y of n is depending upon the input x of n. Therefore, output depends on the present value of the input. So hence we say that what? System is what? Causal. System is causal. And you should give the reason. Don't write, check whether the following signals are causal, stability. Some students used to write stable, causal, memoryless, something like that, they will write it. If you write like that, you will get 0 only. So every what is that? Property should give the reason. Okay, if it is a causal, why is it causal? If it is non-causal, why is it non-causal? You should give reason, then only you will get the marks. Otherwise, they won't give the marks. I've seen the students Check means you should check it, not that simply you're right. So tell if they are right, whether systems are not, what is that, stable, causal, all those things. They are not asked like that, right? So therefore, you should give the reasons for everything. System is causal because output does not depends on future value of the input. Okay. Fifth one, stability. Stability. Let us bound the input. Magnitude of x of n, mx which is less than infinity. Magnitude of y of n is equal to what? Magnitude of x of n into cos of omega naught n. Magnitude of y of n is less than or equal to magnitude of x of n into magnitude of cos omega naught n. Magnitude of y of n less than or equal to x of n is what? Mx. What is the cos omega naught n value? Maximum value that of the cos can take is +1 or minus. Even if you go up to infinity, is as n tends to infinity. So you'll have to check for as n tends to infinity. That's what the causality says. Causality is nothing but what? Output at stability is, that's what the stability says. Stability is nothing but what? For a finite input, we should get the finite output as that n tends to, time tends to infinity, we said. Okay, right. Now what is that? If you cos omega naught n, cos omega naught n is as the time tends to infinity, what are the values it can get? Cos 0, what will you get? 1. Cos 1, let us say cos pi. Cos pi is what? -1. And cos 90 is 0. And cos 2 pi is cos 0, 1. Cos 3 pi is cos pi, is -1. So if it will, even if you go up to infinity, its value is either +1 or -1. So therefore, if you take the magnitude of it, you will get 1 only now. So what is that we have? Its value is 1 and it is less than infinity. Therefore, system is stable. One student has said, sir, it is going up to infinity now, sir. Okay, even if you go up to infinity, magnitude will remains 1 only, -1 or +1. If you take magnitude, you will get +1 only. So therefore, it is system is stable. So don't think that, sir, it is going up to infinity, therefore it will become infinity. No, it will not become infinity. The time is going to infinity, but magnitude is 1 only, either +1 or -1. So cos value is ranging from +1 to -1 only now. That's what you should understand from this. That's it. This is a 5 marks question. Okay. Now let us go for one more problem. Okay, one more similar kind of problem is there. What is that? A into x of n plus b. That is similar to the first one. You can take it as homework and it is available in my notes. You can check it out. Okay, right. Okay. Y of t is equal to d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x of t. Check for all the properties, linearity, causality. So generally, I'll go in this order: linearity, time invariance, causality, memoryless, and stability. Okay. Now let us go for that. Let x1 of t, x of t is equal to x1 of t. Therefore, y1 of t is equal to d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x1 of t. Let x of t is equal to, call this as equation, x2 of t. Y2 of t is equal to d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x2 of t. Y dash of t is equal to, add them, d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x of t plus d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x of t. So y dash of t is equal to d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x1 of t, no? x1 of t, x2 of t. Y dash of t is equal to e to the power of minus t into x1, x of t you take common, x1 of t plus x2 of t, close the bracket. So therefore, what is the we can write it? Y dash of t is equal to y dash of t. Call this as equation number 1. Y double dash of t. Now let us go for the next one. Let x of t is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t. Now y double dash of t is equal to what? D by dt of e to the power of minus t into x1 of t plus x2 of t. Call this as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, y dash of t is equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is linear. So after the time invariance, now we go for time invariance. So replace t by t minus t naught. Y dash of t is equal to d by dt. This is d by dt. Sir, here also you should be, do we need to change? No. D by dt itself is what differentiating with respect to what we have specified. So only in the this one e to the power of replace t by t minus t naught. Minus of t minus t naught means what? Minus t plus t naught. If you in place of t you put t minus t naught, you will get this into x of t minus t naught. Call this as equation number 1. Replace x of t by x of t minus t naught. Y double dash of t is equal to y double dash of t is equal to d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x of t minus t naught. Call this as equation number 2. From 1, so in place of t, we have replaced it by what? In place of t, we replace it by t minus t naught in the first case. Second case, what is that we did? In place of x of t, we have replaced x of t minus t. Therefore, e to the power of minus t remains same. From 1 and 2, we can say that y dash of t is not equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is what? Time variant. Okay. So all your integration and differentiation, no, they're all non-causal systems and they're all memory systems. Okay, right. So what is that we have? Once if differentiation is there means because in the definition itself we say that f of x minus f of x minus x plus h and all we said divided by h. Therefore, system is what? Causal. System is non-causal. System is non-causal because output in the differentiation itself it is there. Not in the, you cannot verify here. So the definition of the differentiation itself says that what? It is f of x minus f of x plus h we have taken. So in the definition. So because of that, you can check it out. So it is a non-causal system. Output in my notes it is mentioned it as causal, but it actually it is non-causal. Non-causal system because output depends on future value of the input. Depends on future value of the input. Okay, next one. This is third one. Fourth one is, once it is non-causal means it is a memory system, because non-causal means it is depends on the future value. So therefore it is a memory system. Memory system, because for memoryless system it should depends on what? Output should depends only on the present value of the. So since okay, memory system because output depends on future value input. Okay, so that's what you can say. So fifth one, stability, we shall check it out. Okay, let us bound the input. Let magnitude of x of t less than or equal to mx, which is less than infinity. Magnitude of y of t is equal to magnitude of d by dt of e to the power of minus t into x of t. Magnitude of y of t is less than or equal to d by dt of magnitude of e to the power of minus t to magnitude of x of t. Magnitude of y of t is less than or equal to d by dt of e to the power of magnitude is e to the power of minus t only into mx. Okay. So what is that we have? Mx is the finite. As t tends to infinity, e to the power of minus infinity is 0. Still it is a finite quantity. Therefore, system magnitude of y of t is less than or equal to mx, which is less than infinity. Therefore, system is stable. This condition is satisfied. That's why we can system is stable. So that's it. So this is another problem that what we have seen in the examination. So now let us go for one more examination. These are all the standard problems which are repeated in many examinations. Okay, right? So one more problem I had. Okay, n plus 1 he has given, n also he has given. Okay, n plus 1 I will do it. Y of n is equal to n plus 1 into x of n. Check for the linearity. Let x of n is equal to x1 of n. Y1 of n is equal to y1 of n is equal to y1 of n is equal to n plus 1 into x1 of n. Let x of n is equal to x2 of n. Y2 of n is equal to n plus 1 into x2 of n. Y dash of n is equal to n plus 1 into ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So plus n plus 1 into x2 of n. Therefore, still you can simplify that. Y dash of n is equal to y dash of n is n plus 1 is common, you take it x1 of n plus x2 of n. Call this as equation number 1. Let x of n is equal to let x of n is equal to x1 of n plus x2 of n. Y double dash of n is equal to y double dash of n is equal to n plus 1, you keep it as it is. Replace x of n by x1 of n plus x2 of n. Okay, when you see these two equations 1 and 2, what is that? You can write it from 1 and 2. Y dash of n is equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, system is linear. So that is the first property what you can. Second one, time invariance. So we should check this property. Replace n by n minus n naught. Therefore, y dash of n is equal to n minus n naught plus 1 into x of n minus n naught. For the equation, replace x of n by x of n minus n naught. Y double dash of n is equal to what? Y double dash of n is equal to n plus 1 into x of n minus n naught. This problem, n plus 1 into x of n. Now replace x of n by x of n minus n naught. Only x of n is replaced by x of n minus n naught, not the n plus 1. Right? So therefore, what I should do? Okay, right. So now what is that we said? All this is equation number 2. So y dash of n is not equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, system is time variant. Third one, causality. So it is x of n is depending only on the what is that x of n, output y of n is depends only on the present value, not on the future value. So therefore, system is causal. See that y of n is depending on x of n only. Don't worry about n plus 1. If you put n is equal to 2, y of 2 is equal to n plus 1 into 3 into x of 2 only. X of 2 means what? Present value, right? Output at the instant 2 is depending upon the input at the instant 2. Therefore, what is that? You can write it. So, system is depends only on the present value. So, output depends on present value of the input only. So, therefore, we can say that system is causal because output does not depends on. Where it depends, it doesn't matter. So it means it should not, whether it depends on future or not. That is, you should check it out. Output does not depends on future value of the input. Okay. Fourth one. So memoryless system. So it is a memoryless system because if we have only x of n, no, x of n means it is present only. Y of n depends on x of n. Hence, memoryless system because output depends only on present value of input. Fifth one. Fifth one is stability. Magnitude of x of n. Let us count the input. Magnitude of x of n is less than or equal to mx less than infinity. Magnitude of y of n is equal to what? Magnitude of n plus 1 into x of n, which is nothing but equal to magnitude of n plus 1 less than or equal to magnitude of x of n. Magnitude of y of n less than or equal to n plus 1 into mx. As n tends to infinity, what will happen? This will be infinity only, no? Because n is equal to infinity. Infinity plus 1 is infinity. Mx is finite. Infinity into finite is infinity only. Therefore, system is unstable. You should be very much careful. You should understand that something is multiplied by t or n for some term. Then what automatically system becomes, what is that? Unstable. T or t square, t into x of t, t square into x of t, n into x of n plus 1 into x of n, t plus 1 into x of t. This kind of problems always will get the time unstable systems. Will get it, right? So that's about the one more problem what we have in the examination. Okay. Another very important problem we have seen in many papers is y of t is equal to e to the power of x. This is a common twice or thrice it is repeated. These are the standard problems. E to the power of x of t, logarithm of x of n. What is that? Something like in the form 2 into x of t plus 3 or 5 into x of n plus 10. Something like that. This kind of problems are common in the examinations. Okay. Just you should remember. And n into x of n plus 1 into x of n. So these are the standard problems what we have seen in the examination repeatedly. So another one is this one, which is a very important problem, and this is repeated twice or thrice in the examination. Y of t is equal to y of t is equal to e to the power of x of t. Y of t is equal to e to the power of x of t. So let us check for the linearity. Let x of t is equal to x1 of t. Y dash of t is equal to e to the power of x1 of t. Let x of t is equal to x2 of t. Y1 of t. Y2 of t is equal to e to the power of x2 of t. Y dash of t is equal to e to the power of x1 of t plus e to the power of x2 of t. All this is equation number 1. Let x of t is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t. Y double dash of t is equal to y double dash of t is equal to e to the power of x1 of t plus x2 of t. So what is this one? Are the same? What is the formula e to the power of x1 of t plus e to the power of x2 of t? When I said that, some students said that e to the power of x1 of t plus x2 of t. Sorry, we don't have formula for that itself, right? So therefore, what is that we said? E to the power of a to the power of m plus n is equal to a to the power of m into a to the power of n. That means when we are adding the powers, the terms will become gets multiplied, right? Therefore, what is that we have is this is nothing but equal to what? E to the power of x1 of t into e to the power of, when you are adding the powers, here this gets multiplied. Call this as equation number 2. Y double dash of t. From 1 and 2, they are different. From 1 and 2, don't get confused with this. We don't have formula, you cannot simplify e to the power of x1 of t plus e to the power of x2 of t. From 1 and 2, y dash of t is not equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is non-linear. Non-linear. Okay. Next one. Second one is the time invariance property. You should check it. Replace t by t minus t naught. Y dash of t is equal to e to the power of x of t minus t naught. In place of t, we have put t minus t. Call this is equation number 1. Replace x of t by x of t minus t naught. Y double dash of t is equal to e to the power of x of t minus t naught. In place of x of t, you put x of t minus t naught. Call this equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we understood that y dash of t is equal to y double dash of t. Therefore, system is time invariant. Okay. So next, third one. So linearity, we got it. Time invariance. Causality, causal system, because output does not depend on future value of the input. Okay. Fourth one, memoryless. It's a memoryless system because output y of t depends on present input x of t only, right? So memoryless system because output depends on only on present value. Fifth one, stability. Let magnitude of x of t is less than or equal to mx, which is less than infinity. So finitizing the input. And magnitude of y of t is equal to magnitude of e to the power of x of t. So magnitude of y of t is equal to less than or equal to e to the power of magnitude of x of t. Y of t is less than or equal to e to the power of mx. E to the power of a finite quantity is finite only, no? Which is less than infinity. Mx is a finite quantity. Therefore, system is stable. Okay. So we got this. Now let us go for one more problem. Y of n is equal to x of 4n plus 1. This is also an examination problem. Check for linearity. Let x of n is equal to x1 of n. Y dash of n is equal to y1 of n is equal to x into 4n plus 1, x1 of 4n plus 1. Okay. When x of n is replaced by x1 of n, what will happen is automatically x of 4n plus 1 is replaced by x1 of 4n plus 1. So it's a scaled version of the x of n, right? So other than that, there is no change at all. So therefore, what you should write is y1 of n, x1 of 4n plus. Let x of n is equal to, let x of n is equal to x2 of n. y2 of n is equal to x2 of 4n plus 1. When x of n is replaced by x1 of n, x of 4n plus 1 is replaced by x1 of 4n plus 1. Similarly, when x of n is replaced by x2 of n and x of 4n plus 1 is replaced by x2 of 4n plus 1. You should be very much careful in this. Y dash of n is equal to x1 of 4n plus 1 plus x2 of 4n plus 1. So let x of n is equal to, x1 of n plus x2 of n. Y double dash of n is equal to what? Y double dash of n is equal to x, when x is replaced. Okay, x1 of n plus x2 of n. X of 4n plus 1 is replaced by x1 of 4n plus 1 plus x2 of 4n plus 1. Call this as equation number 2. Call this equation number 1. From 1 and 2, y dash of n is equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, system is linear. Second one, time invariance. You should very much carefully observe this. Okay. Replace, typical replacement. In place of n, you put n minus n naught. Replace n by n minus n naught. Y dash of n is equal to, in place of n, you put n minus n naught. X of 4 into n minus n naught plus 1. 4 in place of n, you put n minus n naught. 4 into n minus n naught plus 1. Call this equation number 1. Replace x of n by x of n minus n naught. What is the meaning of that? x of n is delayed by an amount equal to n naught. Whatever is there, that is delayed by. Okay. Y double dash of n is equal to x of 4n plus 1 minus n naught. Delay that. Whatever is x of n minus n naught, replace x of n by x of n minus n naught is what? Whatever is that, delay by an amount equal to n naught. Replace n by n minus n naught means what? In place of n, you put n minus n naught. So now when you see these two, from 1 and 2, you should carefully do this problem. From 1 and particularly this property. From 1 and 2, y dash of n is not equal to y double dash of n. Therefore, system is time variant. Time variant system. Third one. Now we shall go for causality. So y of n is equal to what? X of, it's not direct, no, that's why just check. If you want, you can check it. Give one value, n is equal to 2. Y of 2 is equal to x of 4 into 2 is 8 plus 1, 9. Output depends on future value, therefore non-causal. Causal system. Non-causal system because output depends on future value of the input. What about memory? Memory system. Once it is non-causal, means automatically it depends on future. No, because for memoryless system, it should depends only on present. So now this is a memory system because output depends on future value of the input. Fifth one, let us bound the input. Let magnitude of x of n is less than or equal to mx, which is less than infinity. Then magnitude of y of n is equal to magnitude of x of 4n plus 1. If x of n is finite, x of 4n plus 1 is also finite now. Magnitude of y of n is equal to mx. Less than equal to mx, which is less than infinity. Therefore, so x of n is bounded means x of the scaled and shifted version of the x of n is also bounded. Therefore, system is stable. So that's how we should do the problems on what is that properties of the system. Still many more problems are there. I'll continue in the next class. Okay.